and welcome back to Score Values. I'm your host, Adam Harris, and I'm pleased to be joined by two guests, two directors and executive vice president. Trevor Brody, he's the executive director of the Special Kids Network, and Scott Rudin is the executive vice president of the Special Kids Network. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about the Special Kids Network first before we talk about the great event that you guys have coming up. What does, I guess, in general, the Special Kids Network do? What's the basic goal and outreach that the Special Kids Network has?
Well, Adam, first of all, Trevor and I want to thank you and TheScore for everything you've done for Special Kids Network. We've been affiliated with TheScore for a few years now, and the value that we receive from being part of the SCORE family has been instrumental to the success of Special Kids Network. We are proud that we are having our 15th annual golf and tennis outing at Twin Orchard Country Club. And our organization started as a small grassroots operation to raise money for children and young adults with developmental disabilities. Our primary focus at that time was an organization centered out of Northbrook, Illinois, called Keshet. And as the years have gone on and our ability to help more and more charities has developed because of our outreach, we now have served and donated over $1.5 million in 15 years to various children's and young adult developmental disability type of charities throughout the Chicagoland and really throughout the nation for the work that we've done.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic work. And do you guys specialize in any sort of special needs category, or is it just general?
Well, Keshet served a wide variety of children with special needs, ranging from autism to Down syndrome to any other type of developmental disability, physical or behavioral. And as we've grown, we now service other charities such as the Pediatric Gastrointestinal Research Foundation at the University of Chicago Hospital, the National Stuttering Association, CHAD, which is an organization that helps children with ADD and ADHD, and the Foundation for Retinal Research, which helps children that have eye vision disturbances or blindness. And then we've also donated money to a variety of other children's charities, including the one that Dan McNeil champions.
Well, it's basically Special Kids Network really just broadens the way that they raise money and helps donate to different charities of their choice. That correct?
Yes, and the hope is through our exposure that these charities get the exposures that they need, so they have a platform to let the public know of the great work that they're doing, while using us as a vehicle to fundraise, and so they could run these various programs that are quite costly on a day-to-day basis for the parents and guardians of these children and young adults with disabilities.
Let's talk about the golf outing more specifically. It's coming up on Monday, July 21st at Twin Orchard Country Club. I guess, is it open to the public, and what sort of things should everyone be looking forward to at that event?
The event itself is unfortunately not open to the public in terms of a public display. Mm-hmm. However, we do invite everybody to sign up and participate and register for the event. The event itself being taking place on the 21st of July at Twin Orchard Country Club, it allows us to really, one, raise a lot of funds for these needy organizations, two, invite the celebrity aspect to the golf tournament. So we have Jeremy Roenick as our celebrity co-chair, and he's just been such a tremendous support for us to be able to be a leading advocacy to raise the awareness for these intellectually developmental children. And, we've been fortunate to have great relationships with the Chicago Blackhawks organization, the Chicago Bears, Cubs, White Sox, all the Chicago sports media as well.
You're listening to Score Values on 670 The Score. My name's Adam Harris. I'm your host. I'm joined by Trevor Brody. He's the executive director of the Special Kids Network and the executive director of this golf tournament, Special Kids Network Golf Tournament, coming up on Monday, July 21st. And we got Scott Rudin on the call as well. He's the executive vice president of the Special Kids Network. Where can people go to register for this golf tournament? And I know there's a few other events that we could talk about as well.
Sure. Registration can take place on our website, located at www.specialkidsnetwork.org. And from there, there's an external link that'll take you to the registration page and sign up. Of course, anybody can contact us directly at 847-282-3171 and ask for myself, Trevor Brody.
And also, we have the 10th Annual Women's Tennis Tournament. That's taking place at the same place, same day. Can we talk about that as well? What sort of things should we look forward to with that event?
The Women's Tennis Tournament has been such a fun addition to the golf outing, as many of the wives of those that are golfing come out and actually have something to participate in. And it's taking place as its 10th year. Jody Hansen and Wendy Rosen are the co-chairs for that event. And in addition, celebrity co-chair is Kathy Hart, who, of course, donates her time and enthusiasm to the event. And the event itself takes about 40 women the day of the golf tournament, same location at Twin Orchard Country Club. And, again, those dollars then tie into the golf outing and are then dispersed into the mentioned charities that Scott Rudin described.
That sounds like just fun for both sides, right? Fun for all people at the golf outing that day. People can just donate if they're not able to get out to these events and they really want to help. And the Special Kids Network's such a great outlet to help such a broad not in a bad way, in a very good way. Just a bunch of kids out there that need help with special needs in many different ways. They can just donate on your website as well, right?
Correct. And every dollar counts. I know that a lot of charities are out there, trying to get as much money as they can, but when it's all said and done, $1 makes a difference, $10, $100. In addition, for the events that we put on, such as this golf tournament, we do accept in-kind donations. So if there are local organizations and businesses that want to offer in-kind product, we certainly exchange our services for that.
You're listening to Score Values. My name's Adam Harris. I'm your host, and I'm joined by Trevor Brody, he's the executive director, and Scott Rudin, he's the executive vice president, both the Special Kids Network. You have some stats that I've got to hold here. I think you guys emailed them through us here at TheScore. 10.2 million U.S. children have special health care needs. And as you said, there's many charities out there, all of them great in their own ways. And the Special Kids Network helps in a very awesome way as well to many different special needs children. That number right there is staggering, and that's why
really
these efforts
are
so important.
When we've formed a common bond, I think what's happened with fundraising, there's a competition amongst the various charities. And I think what Special Kids Network has done is brought these charities together and say if we pool all our resources, get everyone on the same page, and have one magnificent golf and tennis outing, the amount of money, the amount of donations, the amount of exposure, the people that get involved now not only learn about one particular charity, they learn about a variety of charities, all of which are worthy, all of which need help, and it's a day for people to come together. And that's what I really love about what we've accomplished at Special Kids Network. I just wanted to add, if it's okay, Adam, we've been very blessed with some wonderful sponsors that have been with us year in and year out. And a couple of just key ones is Orazio Capital Management. Gibson's Steakhouse has year in and year out provided us with an evening to kick off the golf and tennis outing the Sunday night before for our major sponsors and celebrity public. Shelley Jewelers in Northbrook has provided us with gifts for our celebrities who, by the way, come out of the goodness of their heart. They are not paid an appearance fee.
Right.
The Taxman Corporation is another major contributor to our success in charity. And the law firm of Mirabali, Durkin, and Rudin as well has also provided an outlet for in terms of sponsorship over the years. We have a wonderful advisory board and board of directors. The board has been together, and I'm very proud of this, probably more than any part of what we've done for 15 years. And like any marriage, we've had our ups and downs as an organization, but this group has stayed together, and we've always saw the common good that we've done, and we've put away our differences and said, let's do this and continue to do this. So the culmination of 15 years and having over 45 foursomes and 40 women participate in the golf and hundreds of volunteers, it's something that we all have taken a great amount of pride in, and I hope that the public sees that, and I hope the charities recognize that as well. We've been led over the past 15 years by Chad Coe, who's our president, and co-executive vice presidents Mike Rosen and Gary Benjoya. We have vice presidents of Debbie Coe, Michael Cohn, Steve Hara, Steve Hartenstein, and Greg Salk. Of course, Trevor Brody has done a remarkable job as our executive director, and our secretary-treasurer is Barry Levin, and we have legal counsel of David Kaufman. And I'm sorry that I listed all their names because I know that people may not be that interested in our names, but I feel like this is the one opportunity we have as a board to thank these individuals for doing such amazing work over 15 years. Again, we've been together as a group for 15 years, led by Trevor and Chad. So I appreciate TheScore allowing us the opportunity to thank them today.
Yeah, I mean, everyone deserves to be thanked, absolutely, for any sort of volunteer work that is done or any hard work that they've done towards this charity. And one point that I want to kind of go with that you brought up is just like this bringing together of a bunch of different charities, bringing together of a bunch of different special needs areas, that it's kind of like a centralization that you guys do at the Special Kids Network. And I think that that's a very, it's a very good idea. And I think it's something that definitely is obviously working, and it's a great way for someone that wants to donate their time or money or anything, or just volunteer, that it's a great place to go to do so. And that when you do these events that you go to, they really, it's just an atmosphere that you can't really find anywhere else.
We have a great atmosphere. Barry Levin heads our volunteers, and again, Trevor gave you our website information and our phone number. And if anyone would like to volunteer or learn more about the volunteer aspect or the silent and live auction aspects of our organization, they could always call Trevor or Barry, and they'll be glad to provide them with that information.
And before we get out of here, Trevor, I think that who exactly are we expecting at the golf tournament as far as celebrity-wise goes?
So, as mentioned before, Jeremy Roenick, of course, is our celebrity co-chair. So he is such a riot and brings such energy to the event itself. I know that we've had the likes of Ryan Baker, the likes of former Blackhawk Brandon Peary will be coming back and attending. We've got Billy Pierce, and there's going to be some excellent Chicago White Sox players like Eric Soderholm. And we continue to grow the list of trying to get some just amazing personalities there. I believe Tom Scherer will be in attendance, and I'm trying to think right now. Ben Smith, I believe, we're trying to confirm him and lock him up. Eric Soderholm, again, Chuck Shortsky. So there's going to be some amazing names. We're holding off until we get to about a week away to be able to release all the names.
Okay.
But we certainly want people to register and make sure that they sign up to get the full effect, because you never know who will attend.
Last year, just for example, TheScore, Dan McNeil was there, in the morning broadcasting live.
Right. And
Dan had on Neil Funk and Stacey King were at our outing, as well as Gabe Karimi, who is now with the Atlanta Falcons. Stan Bowman, the Chicago Blackhawks GM, was there. He spoke to Dan on the air, and I think those were some of the highlights. Bill Winnington, I mentioned, was there as well. So we had a gamut of sports personalities that came, and then Dan does a great job integrating them into his show and talking about our charity and the work we're doing. And it's just a buzz having TheScore there in the morning. Everyone gets really pumped up to see the guys there.
Yeah, and we always bring perfect weather too, so it's going to be great on that Monday.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, no, absolutely. Anyone out there, yes, that guest list will be released a little bit later, and honestly, it's going to be a good one. I promise you. Take my word for it. Trevor and Scott, thank you very much for your time today. Appreciate it.
Adam, I want to thank you again,
Yes.
and Mitch Rosen and Ashley Fields and the whole gang at TheScore have just been amazing to us. So we're proud to be a partner with you in this event, and look forward to seeing everyone on July 21st.
Yeah, we have a pretty good gang over here, so it's great. It's our pleasure.
Thank you.